Businessmen coming, for example, from Brazil will bring their ladies with them and they'll expect decent amenities. One of the questions I did ask going round was what are the ladies' lavatories and powder rooms like, and I'm sorry to say they're almost non-existent on most of the grounds.
Birmingham, in common with many other big cities in this country, is not well off for hotels considering the size of the city. And the fact that the Queen's Hotel, a first-class establishment and one of the oldest, is to close in the end of this year won't help matters for next July.
Because of the hotel problem, football clubs have appealed to boarding house keepers. This room in Sheffield will be offered to fans by Mr. Herbert Sykes.
I've seen Sheffield before when there's been a big match on. They're just walking about like spare parts. They don't know what to do with themselves.
In Middlesbrough, Mrs. Noreen Walters speculates on her guests.
Oh, they don't worry me one little bit. I'll only be having 2 or 3, and it isn't as though I was going to marry them. I think as long as they don't start sleepwalking, we should all get on quite nicely.
What view, then, do foreign agents take of the World Cup hotel situation, and what are they planning to do about it?
We even spoken with the Merchant Marine of the Soviet Union to find the possibility of bringing a ship for Soviet tourists to live on board.
We also like to charter a boat, like this here, for the World Championship in England because of all troubles we have with accommodation in your country. It would be possible that 800 persons will revisit the 3 first matches of the German team and stay aboard the boat overnight.
Sheffield's entertainment man is Mr. Eddie Holland.
Well, already plans are in hand for a nightclub in the City Hall. We're going to decorate the streets with flowers and have illuminations up and bands playing. I would like to see that the shops remain open till 10 o'clock or midnight. We should have umbrellas and tables in the street so that people can dine outside. Other things I think might be worthwhile. We could have a beer garden in the garden next to the town hall. A girly show at the Lyceum starting at 10 o'clock at night, but above all, late night drinking and dining in the hotels and existing restaurants which we have, so that they go on till 2 o'clock in the morning.
On a rather different plane, Councillor Leonard Cope.
The Sheffield Experimental Theatre Group are proposing to do late night reviews, and we're negotiating and hope to get the services of the Georgian State Dance Company from Russia.
It is indeed a pleasure to take part in an international competition in the home of football. We have already enjoyed many matches in Britain. We look forward to meeting and making many new friends.
Yeah, well, when I say welcome the world, what I mean is we kept the pubs open an extra half hour. Oh, and put an umbrella next to that tea stall in Sheffield Market. I think the mayor's missus bought a bunch of daffs, too. Anyway, stone the crows, Birmingham. Surely you could have found a better backdrop to show us off to the planet than this. I mean, at least splash out on a litter bin, look at it. And couldn't he have put down his Daily Mirror while he was addressing a global audience? Of course, promising the world fly-blown bomb sites in Birmingham will only get you so far. The cup was the thing. Let us see the cup, they said. All right, we said. We shall show you the cup. The cup. Right. What did we do with it?
The thieves broke in by forcing the padlock on the main doors at the back of the building. Then they got into this stand over a Hessian shield at the back and took the lock off the back of this case and got away with the cup.
Gentlemen, I'm terribly sorry that I'm afraid I regret at this present moment I am unable to make any real form of statement. I must ask you to appreciate the amount of pressure that I have been under for the last 30 hours.
Now, well, they were watching it all the time, in fact, theoretically.
Now, if they were watching it the whole time, one of them must have taken it, so therefore they couldn't have been watching it the whole time.
Once I have had a chance to gather my somewhat scattered wits, then I will indeed talk with you and give you everything that I possibly can.
Come on, England, seriously. As the saying goes, you were given one job. If you are trusted with one of the most precious icons in modern culture, don't display it in a jerry-built fish tank secured with one of them locks you stick on a suitcase. No wonder people want to do this to us. That was the World Cup in England. Comically stolen, and then even more comically recovered.
The cup was suddenly found, but not by the police or the men who were involved in the hunt for it, but by Pickles. And here we've got Pickles. Come on, boy. Come on, Pickles. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll have to go get you. There, Pickles, boy. Come on, Pickles. Oh, Pickles and Pat together. Hey, come on. stay, Patch. Now, you stay. Ah, well, this is Pickles. No. Well, Pickles was sniffing away at a rather large parcel, and when Mr. Corbett picked it up, he saw a gleam of gold.
I pulled the top off, and I could see the top of the statue. And I looked back at the base, and I see Brazil 62, and that's what sort of clicked in my mind.
Pickles certainly won't be forgotten, because he's already got a medal.
Naming him Dog Hero of 1966. There was a more substantial prize, almost £5,000 of reward money.
We'd lost trace of Pickles. We didn't know if he was alive or not. And as soon as we came off the air, our phones just didn't stop ringing with people telling us that his owner definitely was still alive and was working for the GPO at Redhill. So we were able to contact Mr. Corbett there by telephone, and he told us a rather sad story that just about 3 years ago, Pickles developed an extremely bad habit of chasing local cats. And on one occasion, he shot after one. His lead caught onto something, and poor old Pickles actually broke his neck. Serves him right for chasing cats. Yes. Oh, dear.
Peter Purvis, seen there surrounded by members of the BBC Trust. Not sugarcoating it at all there for the under-10s.
Serves him right for chasing cats. Yes.